Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Naja here, the head bacon in charge. Thank you guys so much for coming back and being here on my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and I hope that you do find some value in the content that I'm sharing and that you decide to subscribe to the channel. If you decide to do so, go ahead and hit the all notification bell so that you don't miss any of the uploads. And to the returning Bacon Bit Squad members, you guys know how I feel about you. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a recap of my self-care vacation that I took last month in the month of July. I realized that I had not actually posted it or shared how much that I actually spent for the vacation. If you have been around here and you know for quite some time, I've done this for over the last almost 3 years now, but all side hustle money that I receive outside of what I do additionally for my job, because I don't count that in this, but any side hustle money from apps, websites, research studies that I earn from August of one year through June of the next year goes towards my self-care vacation, and that is how I'm able to fund the vacation. Now, it doesn't cover every single cost that I have, but it has been able to go ahead and cover a lot of the costs that I need, such as for the rental car and as well as the lodging, because we know those are two very high price tag expenses for a vacation. That's probably where you're going to be spending a lot of money outside of food. So that is what I have been doing, and it's a way for me to stay motivated, to keep doing those side hustles, make sure that I sign up for them and or see what I qualify for so that I can have a vacation that is paid for. So this is the breakdown of exactly how much that I earned and how much that I came out of pocket for the vacation. So let's go ahead and get into it. Vacation took place, like I said, last month. It was for about 7 days. It was in the New England area. Total amount of cash that I earned from August 2023 through June 2024 was $1,194.55. Total gift cards that I earned was $133.79. Total amount was $1,328.34. My goal amount was to get anywhere between $1,200 and $1,500 earned between that time frame that I stated. One of the very first expenses that I had was Uber. That was $56.05, and that also included the tip that I gave the Uber driver. Next was Speedway. I had to get some gas once I got the rental car. That was $12.61. Let me back this up. I didn't have to get gas. It was on like 3/4 tank, so I brought it back on 3/4 tank. But because of where I was traveling to, I wanted to make sure I had a full tank of gas. Then also on the 9th, I had Panera Bread. That was $13.78. I went to Five and Below and spent $24.04. I bought some workout gear because if you follow my IG story, and if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you go ahead and follow me. I do post additional content that sometimes I don't put here on YouTube. I bought some weights and some journals and some other things that I wanted to have while there because I wanted to still keep up with my workout regimen. And I did arrive on July 9th, by the way. July 10th, I went to Walmart and I picked up some groceries, food for myself. I came out of pocket $10.62. I did have a $25 gift card. That's what's included in here from the previous year that I did not use when I went on vacation, so it came right in handy. And then also I pulled $60 cash back from the machine, so it wasn't really like a purchase. So instead of me going to this ATM separately, I just went on ahead and got the $60 from Walmart while I was there, since I knew that I was going to want some spending money and I didn't get any money before I left Texas. Next, we have on the 11th, I went back to Walmart, spent $17.92, and I got some supplies and miscellaneous things. On the 12th, there was parking because I took in a soul and jazz festival that was downtown. Really, really nice. The parking garages is where I parked at because I couldn't find any street parking, and I was like, you know what, the parking garage is really, really close to where the festival was. So that was $5.50. And then on the 12th also, I went to Panera Bread. That was $8.99. On the 13th, I paid for parking again. I went back down to the festival. That was $9.50. It was a 2-day festival. It was really, really nice. And it was free. Can we just say shout out to free? It was free. Next, we have on the 14th, I went to ASOKO, which is a gas station, filled up the ride. That was $20.98. The type of vehicle that I had was a Kia Soul, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe it was a Kia Soul. Also on the 14th, I went to Tipsy Taco. Apparently, I like to eat because I ate $87.78 worth of food. So yeah, that was a little bit larger food bill, but you know, hey, it happens. On the 15th, I went to Panera Bread. That was $11.48. And then on the 16th, it was ASOKO again. It was $23.05. Filled up the ride because I had to take it back to the rental car place. And then Uber on the 16th was $54.64. That was transportation. And then at the airport, I stopped at a place called Carrito Burrito and spent $16.41. Now, the $16.41, it was like $10 if you just get the bowl. But if you wanted to add a protein, you had to add $5 extra. Crazy, right? I needed the protein because I hadn't really had anything else. And so here on the 16th, I also stopped and I got some water, which was, oh my gosh, guys, I don't even know how much the water was. It was a lot though. I got water and some Twizzlers, and that was $7. And then, so for the rental car, it was $551.90, and that was for all 7 days. And then the Airbnb where I stayed was $766.91. As you can see, I didn't list a lot of things as far as activities because I found like some free things in order to do. And so that really took up like a lot of the time. I didn't spend out of pocket necessarily on activities that were going on. So it really worked out well for me. I spent most of the money on basically like gas. Next we have airline ticket. That was $12. I used my Delta Sky Miles, which was 14,400 Sky Miles, and that's how I was able to get my ticket. I didn't get any type of insurance on it. And then tolls while I was there in the area, that was $10.20. I used the tolls when I came back. Didn't use them when I was going to the Airbnb, which I'm thinking now, like, I don't know why I didn't do that because it added like an entire hour onto my trip. So total saved again was $1,328.34. Total cost was $1,419.11. That's all of these charges and things right here. Then it says total out of pocket was $90.77. Now, I think there's a little bit of a discrepancy regarding the $90.77. So I went on ahead and added an extra $100 to it to make it $190.77, which sounds a little bit more reasonable because of the fact that for some reason my vacation fund that is online, it wasn't syncing up with the amount of money that I was actually putting in there throughout the months. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure I was off by like $100, and I've mentioned that before in other videos. So total out of pocket that I paid, my own money that I had to come out with, was $190.77 for a 7-day vacation, which included flights, everything. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. This took being consistent as well as being patient and just making sure that each month I was earning something in order to put it into my vacation fund. Now, this is what I will say. You don't have to do a 7-day vacation like I did. I just do one 7-day vacation every year because that's the time that I can get away. I can reset, recharge, and that's like my time for me. That's my selfish time for me so that when I come back, I can be my good whole self to those around me. So, but if you cannot do a 7-day vacation or you can't do an extended vacation, do a staycation. All right, do a staycation. One of my friends, Tara, Journey to Wisdom and Wealth, she is doing a staycation for her birthday here in the month of August in her city for a couple of days outside of her city where she lives, but in a neighboring city. And so that is what she's doing. She planned everything out. She looked into Airbnbs. She looked at walkable attractions that were going to be near the hotel where she's staying at. And she's making it work on a budget that she can afford. So if you cannot do a full 7 on, I'm going out the country, or I'm going here, or I'm flying to another state, that's okay. Do a staycation. Do what you can, but start planning and saving up for it in advance. That is what I say, because you don't want to go into debt for it. You need to work with what you have. So what I'm doing now is, because we've started August again, is any money that I received for July as far as side hustles, because I was in the midst of making that money will start being applied to the vacation that I will take next July. So yeah, that is how I shaped up for the July vacation. And this is a breakdown of everything that I paid for and what I did during that time. Like I said, I did a lot of free activities, so I didn't have to pay for that. But as you can see, lodging and transportation were the largest costs that I had. If you happen to enjoy this video and you want to follow along each and every month where I break down and show the different side hustles and how much I've earned from them, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I show all of these videos every single month, and there's an entire playlist that has side hustle earnings. I will be coming out with a video later on this week that shares about market study research and basically like how I got into it, what is it, and which ones that I'm using currently. Until the next video, guys, bye.